Hey, Wolfie. Hey, Mr. Venom. Yo, hola. We just picture, thinking, dreaming, scheming, reading, all in the late night, shaking, boiling, lacing, baking, shaping, shaving. Gotta get this cake right as I serve it. You just burn it, breathe it, learn it. Now watch you take flight. How does it feel? Ha.
Everyone is in their seat and buckled in at the American Airlines Arena as the Heat look to grab a win here in Miami. Hornets coming to town hoping to notch one here in this one-game road trip. One of the better teams in the league. They're presently 9 games off the lead.
Well, Kevin, in the previous 3 games, they've mostly been backpedaling. They've just really been caught off guard. They've only won 1 of them, so I think tonight is really a big game. They've got to regain some confidence when they go against this club.
Yeah, I think so too, Steve. I mean, they've got to start cooking with gas instead of electricity. I mean, they've got to show some fire and some fight, and they've only got 4 quarters left to make sure they can even this season tally up. So they've got to put some heat on that food.
It always comes back to food with you, doesn't it, Clark?
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Robinson, he's in at the point. MKG and Marvin Williams holding down the forward spots. Al Jefferson out there with Lance Stevenson. Now here's Dang. There's the pick, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Well, if you remember early in Eric Spoelstra's head coaching career, when he was new and the big 3 were assembled, there were some people questioning Spoelstra's command, maybe even within the team. Those questions are long gone now. He has become an excellent head coach.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. Jefferson inside. He's covered by Bosch. Jefferson's shot is off. Charlotte on D. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Well, they benefited from some very loose play from their opponents that night, Clark.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, there were a lot of turnovers in that game. Some were caused by their good defensive play, but some were just careless. That's exactly what they wanted to do. I mean, you'd like to see that every time down the floor.
Now, here is Robinson. D right on him. Pass to Stevenson. Back to Kid Gilchrist. Looking for Jefferson. He gets it there. In the corner, it's Robinson. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Robinson's got his second basket of the night. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Wade against Stevenson. Feeds to Dang. Stolen by Stevenson. Dishes it to Jefferson. And there's the pass to Robinson. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Puts up the baby hook. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Al Jefferson is the mayor of the left block. Has that signature right-handed jump hook, which is virtually impossible to stop. Kind of like a one-handed push shot if you compared it to anything, but with his size and really high release, it's still hard to get to if you're defending.
Now here's Dang, averaging 13 points a contest. He dishes it to Wade. Just 5 on the clock. From about going the other way. And Jefferson can really palm the basketball. Big hands. And Steve, don't you think that helps his control on that jump hook?
Oh, yeah, no question. The ability to gather and go up with one hand, leaving the other hand free to ward off the defender. It's a big reason why he's got such a low rate of turnovers for a go-to scorer down on the block.
Here's Wade after the made shot from Robinson. Wade with it, out guarded by Stevenson. And that one's good. Dang's got his first 2 points of the night.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
Charlotte in the lead. Robinson kicks to Stevenson. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Robinson. Off target from outside. Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to the Pacers in Indiana.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, that kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind if you're on the road.
They really look tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy.
Jefferson gets the bucket. The Heat have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Wade passes to Bosch. The dish to Cole. Wade outside. There's a screen. Jumper off the screen, and another basket for Miami.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Outside, Robinson kicks it out to Stevenson. A second chance effort, and it's Jefferson laying it in. Jefferson's got 5. Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
This could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
Now here's Dang. Kicks it to Cole. Wade a screen on Robinson. Here's Cole. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist.
That's his comfort zone, so defensively, really nice job challenging the shot.
Outside, Robinson. Puts it up from 15, and he gets the bucket. 8 points for him. The Heat trail by 3. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. With this break in the action, let's find out which rookies have been lighting it up from downtown this month. You look at Robinson, one of the best shooters in the NBA, top 5 in the league at this moment.
Well, we heard talk of his outside shooting before he came into the NBA, and given the past 30 days, I can see what the fuss was all about.
Yeah, and I don't think this is just a hot streak, Steve. I mean, to me, it's a snapshot of the overall ability he has from long range.
Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Can't get a much better look than that, though.
Sure can't. Not one you'd expect him to miss there.
Goes up at the stripe, and he hits the jump shot.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
The Hornets have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame.
Well, the Miami Heat, since the Big Three assembled, have been a polarizing team. Some fans rooted for them, others rooted against them. Either way, they've been an incredible story for the league and have become just a huge draw around the NBA.
Now, here's Wade. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And he was disruptive defensively, too, Kevin, really aggressively trying to make plays. In fact, he had 4 steals during that game.
Robinson drives in. It's tipped. Outside Dang. Wade misses.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Now here's Stevenson. In the game against Philadelphia. Very impressive. That's good. And that's now 7 points for Al Jefferson.
Tough assignment for that defender with the size mismatch we're seeing.
Yeah, I just don't think he's big enough to handle it.
Rambo, he's checked in for Charlotte.
And now a moment here to take a look at some of the stats for Dwayne Wade. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 5 assists, and just over 2 steals. And it's the kind of run we've seen from him so many times in the past.
But no matter how many times we do see him have a stretch like this, Steve, it still leaves us shaking our heads in amazement and admiration.
Here's Wade, averaging 20 points per game. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach Eric Spoelstra. We talked about the impact players on these two teams. The ones who can take over a game single-handedly. And he told me that Michael Kidd Gilchrist may already be in that category. He said he's a guy we've got to account for. He's just so relentless. If you're not ready to match his intensity level, he'll make you look bad. And Kevin, he said if they can limit his impact on the game, that will certainly help.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Kid Gilchrist after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. The shot, no good. Outside Dang. McRoberts dishes to Dang. Wade kicks to McRoberts. Here's Bosch. Banked in off the glass. Bosch has got his second bucket.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Man, it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys.
Now, here's Stevenson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Robinson drives in, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Another lead change. How many of these are we going to have?
I don't know, Steve, but the momentum of this game has certainly swung like a pendulum.
Here's, well, the way Wade played early on his career, guys, how aggressively he attacked the rim and sacrificed his body.
That's the way to shoot the rock.
More cerebral. He's also, you know, in terms of attacking the rim, doesn't happen as frequently, but he picks.
Wake up, son.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first. And Walker kicks to Anderson. Cans the 12-footer. And the Hornets lead by 4.
That's the kind of finish we've gotten used to seeing from him in the low post.
Here's Napier. The half-court bomb falls off target. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, Stephen Clark, what are your thoughts?
It was a pretty solid first quarter for this club. They limited their mistakes and really took advantage offensively.
You know what? I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways. That's excellent pressure and good activity with the hands.
Napier is out there with Chalmers. Then there's Anderson. Then there's Josh McRoberts. And it's Granger in at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And Chalmers kicks to McRoberts. It's stolen by Jefferson. Here's Robinson. The shot misses. The Heat go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
Yeah, it took some time. This was not an easy win, but mark it down in the W column.
Yeah, and it was impressive, Steve, the way they handled their business in the overtime. I mean, they had a lot left in the tank.
Takes the 13-footer. Good on the shot. And with that, the Charlotte lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Danny Granger. Hornets shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Walker the pass to Robinson. Back to Walker. Pass to Henderson. The feed to Robinson. It's blocked.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
Hornets have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. He kicks to Walker. Outside Robinson. Jefferson setting the pick for Robinson. Anderson with the block. That's good.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
The Heat trail by 4. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. They set the pick. Napier kicks to Anderson. McRoberts' shot is good. McRoberts has got his first basket of the night.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Here's Jefferson, and it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
A moment here now to see how the numbers look for Kemba Walker. 9th in three-point field goal percentage. And defensively, he's been really good. He ranks in the top 20 in the league in steals.
And, Steve, I really think he deserves an awful lot of credit for making it into the top 10 in three-point shooting. I mean, that's pretty high-quality marksmanship when you're a top 10 three-point shooter.
You don't see the wide-open fadeaway shot too often.
The Hornets have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Robinson dishes to Stevenson. There's the triple. Robinson missing again.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Cole. Goes back up. Mick Roberts' shot is good. Mick Roberts has got the lead up to 2 now for the Heat.
But the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
Robinson kicks to Stevenson. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Back to Stevenson. 6 on the shot clock. And another shot. And Kid Gilchrist with the nice bucket inside. Kid Gilchrist has got it all tied up now for the Hornets. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Bosch passes to Cole. There's the pick. Here's Napier, and it's blocked. And here is Robinson. A 14-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, he picked his spots in that game too, Kevin, because I thought he not only did a nice job scoring, but setting up his teammates as well.
Robinson can't get that one to fall.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Here's Napier, guarded by Robinson. The drive by Granger. Takes a shot at the elbow, and the rebound goes to the Hornets. Well, the Bobcats then, now Hornets, might have been a little bit late to the analytics movement, but that's going on in the NBA all over the place, and they're full-time on it now.
Yeah, they're all over it. Last season, they had a half dozen of their staff devoted to analytics.
4 on the clock. Here's Kid Gilchrist, and he misses the go-ahead basket.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
Let's look at the 2K leaderboard to find out the teams that have led the league in steals the season's second half. The Heat in second.
Yeah, their defense has been terrific over that time, really forcing a lot of turnovers.
Stevenson outside. Pass to Kid Gilchrist. Can't hit. Granger with the defensive effort.
And for the Hornets, that's huge, having a bit of a numerical guide as to who to target in free agency, because they aren't usually a big player in that respect.
Bosch, a screen on Kid Gilchrist. Now here's Wade. He's got 7. And he overshot that one, missing.
And we know the Hornets definitely aren't as big a player in most free agent markets. That's pretty clear, small market team. They're usually at the bottom of the league in payroll. But they are making the most of what they spend now with their analysis, so trying to level the playing field a little bit.
He feeds it to McRoberts. Back to Wade. And that one's good. Wade's got 9.
You know, he operates so well close to the bucket. There's nothing he likes more than seeing an opening inside.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Deep 2 from Robinson. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's Cole, guarded by Robinson. Good. He's got 6.
Something they'd like to see more of him more often, that's for sure.
Hornets trail by 6. Inside. And Stevenson with the basket on the assist by Robinson.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Hi, Kevin. Clutch in their last time out against the 76ers was a big factor. He dropped 14 points and flashed his range a few times in the process. You really couldn't point to too many things he did wrong in what was a complete performance from him, guys.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
Well, that never seems to be a problem for him, but you're right, Kevin. He has to be feeling at the top of his game right now.
Well, when you play well, it feeds confidence, and when you've prepared to play well and it works out that way, it does add another level of confidence to your next game.
And he gets it to go. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Miami.
And they've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
Well, Heat leading by 6. Pass to Bosch. Feeds it to Cole. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Norris Cole played his college ball at Cleveland State, but was a state champion at Dayton Dunbar High School. He's a quick scoring guard who the Heat bring in off the bench not only to push the tempo offensively, but to provide some real havoc defensively. D-Wade draws a ton of attention for his explosive offensive talent. But people tend to forget what an impact player he is in other facets of the game as well.
And the first half ends in a close one. Miami.
Thank you, Kevin. Coach.
All right, listen closely, man. I've got a few things to touch on. We're going to turn this from a close game into our game. I'll say this. We kept a very tight handle on the basketball, and that's something I always like to see. The fewer turnovers, the better, obviously. Keep your heads on a swivel out there. I will point out that all the steals we got in that half.
On the second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You look at Clutch, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, he's been a revelation here tonight, Clark, scoring almost at will there in the half.
Hard to imagine he'll keep it up for the next 2 quarters, but you never know.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Hornets, Robinson in at point guard. Stevenson is the 2 with MKG the 3. Al Jefferson out there with Marvin Williams. The Heat with the lead. Here's Cole. Here's Bosch. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be Lance Stevenson.
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
Outside Robinson. Outside Kid Gilchrist. From 17 feet out. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got 17 now. Heat shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Stevenson against Wade. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Dishes it to Jefferson. That ties the game. 13 points in the game.
Guys, he's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in it.
Bosch, a screen on Robinson. And Cole kicks to Dang. And the pass to Cole. Tries it from 9. And good on the basket. Book it. And the Heat lead by 2.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
Robinson. Here's Stevenson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Lance Stevenson, the all-time leading scorer in the history of high school basketball in New York State. And that's something when you consider the great players who came before him.
Yeah, to be at the top of that list says a lot about his high school career. He actually led Lincoln High School to an unprecedented 4 straight city basketball championships. There's a reason his nickname is Born Ready.
And Cole kicks to Dang. Here's Bosch. Here's McRoberts. And the foul on Al Jefferson. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
full 24-second shot clock. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Nick Roberts dishes to Bosch. Kicks it to Wade. Bosch hits the pick for Wade. Passes it to Bosch. Shot clock at 6. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade. And that's now 11 points for Chris Bosch.
And for Stevenson, despite the high school accolades, questions about eligibility and off-the-court issues caused many colleges not to recruit him. And after one season at Cincinnati, become quite a player.
Robinson goes in. Baseline try. Second shot opportunity. Williams can't get it to go.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Stolen by Stevenson. To the middle. Here's Kid Gilchrist, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, Spoelstra addressed his team. He said to them, goal number 1 is to drive the lane and put pressure on them inside. That's where he wants their scoring to come from. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Robinson goes in. He dishes it to Jefferson. Comes up empty down low.
But for Lance, he fell into the right situation in Indiana. The team that was patient, worked with him to help develop his talent. Paul George is in that starring role there for the Pacers for the foreseeable future. And I think Lance perhaps wanted to move on to Charlotte to see how he could handle being the main guy on the team.
Robinson passes to Stevenson. Now the dish to Jefferson. The feed to Robinson. The fadeaway. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Robinson's got 5 points now this quarter. Miami trailing. Dang kicks to Wade. Dang a screen on Stevenson. Wade drives in. Outside Dang. Wade against Stevenson. Fires at the elbow. Wade, good. Wade's got the game tied up here for the Heat. The Heat making a switch here.
And stretching back to the break, here's how the Heat have performed. Second in steals, third in opponent field goal percentage. They also show up in the top 5 in opponent scoring. That's a good number, and that's a good place to be as a team in that statistical category.
No, they just play hard, Clark. They play hard every single night, and that's really shown in those steals totals that you talked about. They really attack the offense. They try to make every possession a difficult one. And when they're on their game, they're forcing turnovers, creating havoc, and then getting out in transition.
Robinson kicks to Stevenson. Again, the Hornets score. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
You also can't in the paint. Every once in a while, he'll kind of step out of his role and give you something like that.
Robinson drives in. Here's Jefferson. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Jefferson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hornets.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Fires from 14, and there's another one for the Heat.
It seems like so many teams try to ignore that mid-range jumper, but they're using it well, and it's opening up their offense for them.
Has definitely given the defender something extra to have to worry about.
Stolen by Granger. Dang dishes to Granger from 12 feet out, and that one hits back iron.
Boy, he should have made that one. He had plenty of cushion between himself and the defender.
Robinson passes to Stevenson. He kicks it to Williams. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Bosh has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Cole dishes to Wade. Plays it up and banks it in. Wade's got 15.
Terrific finish to get this game all knotted up. He is just a force when he gets inside.
Outside Robinson. It's stolen by Dang. Right side Dang. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Luol Deng. His stats have been pretty good the last few weeks. You can see he's showing up as one of the premier performers in the league. He's putting up 14 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. I mean, we're finding his name in a lot of different columns in their box scores.
Yeah, and that's what they're looking for from him, Steve. He doesn't have to be the star, just somebody with solid contributions across a wide range of areas.
Here's Napier, averaging 8 points a game. Anderson a screen on Robinson. Wade kicks to Napier. Wade against Robinson. 5 on the clock. Wade drives in and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Al Jefferson.
Well, Dwayne Wade in this one, he has 15 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, and that's something that's important for him and his team. Getting a few extra points, knocking those free throws down, and helping your team any way you can.
Charlotte making a switch here. Henderson's checked in.
Well, he earned that one. Took the hit and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done. You like that focus.
Kemba Walker, quick. Got a great handle on the ball. He's a blur in transition. And what I like about him, he's always looking to push the tempo for easy baskets. And he's tough, not afraid of the moment.
Napier passes to Anderson. Heat moving the ball around. The 15-footer. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Jefferson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And Walker kicks to Anderson. Pass to Robinson. Walker dishes to Jefferson. The rebound by Anderson.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Wade.
Look how well he led him there with that pass.
The Hornets shooting it beautifully here in the third. 56% from the field. Outside Robinson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Let's give some credit now to a group of terrific young defenders. The rookie leaders in blocks since the All-Star break. You look at Robinson, an intimidating defender, 3rd in the league.
You know, he's picked up a lot of the opponent's tendencies as the year has gone on, and he's put a lot of that knowledge to work here with his defense.
And you know, Steve, that's exactly what you want to see from your young players. I mean, you want to see them growing and learning on the job.
Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. Robinson hits them both.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Napier passes to Anderson. Granger outside. Dang kicks to Chalmers. On the wing, Dang. Henderson defending. Dang dishes to Granger. His 3-pointers off the mark. Hornets leading by 4. Walker the pass to Robinson. Outside, Walker. Walker gets a screen from Robinson. Walker goes in. No good from 11 feet.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
Anderson a screen on Robinson. Here's Napier. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Napier's got 5 now.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
And Walker kicks to Robinson. A 3 ball. The shot will not go. Now the Heat take it the other way. Here's Napier. He's got 5. For the tie. Here's Anderson. It's good. This game is all even.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
And for the Hornets, they're shooting straight 49% from the field. And Walker kicks to Robinson. And it's Robinson again missing. The Heat shooting in the second half so far about 45%. 1:32 left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Dang. He feeds it to Granger. For the lead. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, Danny Granger in his prime, a 25-point-per-game scorer and an all-star, but knee troubles have conspired to hold him back over the last couple of seasons. You know, still an effective role player, but just not the star he once was.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And you recall back in 2005, Danny Granger slipped to 17th on draft night because of concerns about his knee.
New group in for the Heat. Chris Bosh is checked in for Anderson. Josh McRoberts comes in for Danny Granger. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Napier. And Cole subbed in for Mario Chalmers. And then for Charlotte, Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Henderson. Lance Stevenson comes in for Gary Neal. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Kemba Walker. On the perimeter, Wade and Dang. McRoberts at the 4 with Bosh at center. And it's Cole in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Robinson's checked in for Brian Roberts. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
He had pretty much played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's really the only time he's turned it over so far.
Hornets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Granger at one time the franchise player for the Pacers. But with their cap situation, Steve, the writing was on the wall.
Well, a new team in a new situation. You know, when healthy, Danny Granger is still an impact player. Really, at this stage of his career, though, he's best served in a reserve role.
McRoberts dishes to Cole. Feeds it to Dang. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. McRoberts, the pass to Bosh. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
3 seconds on the shot.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Charlotte trailing. Outside Robinson. And he banks in the layup. Robinson's got 11 points here in just the second half. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
This could be an instant classic, fellas. I mean, this thing has all the looks of a game that's going to go right down to the last shot.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Heat.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
Now, and one other thing I would add is the mid-range game has been really impressive. I mean, they're showing great touch on some of those 15, 17-footers.
Here's Wade, and the layup falls. And now a 4-point Heat lead.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Robinson drives in. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. And that's now 27 points for Robinson.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Wade kicks to Dang. Back to Wade. The 10-footer. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Stevenson right side. The rebound by McRoberts.
After fighting back into it, they had a chance to tie this thing up.
Steve, I love it. They are not going away. They've brought it close right now.
Wade dishes to McRoberts, and down it goes, jamming that one home. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark at the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over here.
Well, you know what, Kevin? Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Yeah, he didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make him pay when he's open.
Stevenson against Wade. Cole, the pass to McRoberts. Good ball movement here by Miami. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bosch. The kick out to Dang. Pass to Wade. Dang against Kid Gilchrist. Wade dishes to Cole. Tries yet again. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Jefferson setting the pick for Robinson. Here's Stevenson.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Take a look at what Stevenson's done. He has 8 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's made some heads-up plays, Clark. He's done a really nice job defensively.
Dishes to McRoberts. Wade against Stevenson. The drive by Wade. Got it. Good job in the low post. Wade's got 11 points in the quarter.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Robinson misses.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
Wade kicks to McRoberts. Dang passes to Cole. From the stripe. And yes, sir, that one drops. Now it's a 3-point Heat lead. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Robinson goes in, and there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That's his first foul.
You know, with that one, he's getting up there in turnovers. I mean, 4 in all now. He's got to be better with the ball to get his team back into it.
Miami leading by 3. And Cole kicks to McRoberts. Jefferson against Bosch. The 11-footer will not go. This is off the front iron. The Hornets have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Charlotte again missing. Kid Gilchrist has gone 2 of 7 from the floor here. There's the pass to Wade. Kicks to Cole. Here is McRoberts, defended by Jefferson, and he gets the bucket.
Really did a nice job recognizing the mismatch that he had and immediately cashing in with that mid-range jumper.
Robinson dishes to Williams. 14 feet away. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. And that's now 11 points for Williams.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Wade outside. To the right side. Wade a screen on Robinson. Cole the pass to Wade. 5 to shoot. Shoots from the high post. Off the left rim and out. Hornets trail by 3. In the corner, it's Robinson. Miami grabs the miss. Tang's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Lets it go from 11. There's the bucket. Good. And the Heat lead by 5.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
And so here's Charlotte. Robinson misses.
He's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Here's Cole. Back to Wade. They set the screen. Passes it to Cole. He dishes it to Wade. Shot clock at 6. The feed to Bosch. It's stolen by Jefferson. Outside Robinson. Outside Kid Gilchrist. Back to Robinson. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
They've clearly been the better team on the glass, but it hasn't necessarily translated to the scoreboard yet.
But you feel like it's going to reward this team at some point. They've got to continue to maintain the energy.
Here's McRoberts. No good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Outside Robinson. Outside Kid Gilchrist. At the elbow, it's Robinson. Hits the target from 18 feet. Robinson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
He has not lost his focus today. Even when things haven't gone his team's way, he's still bringing it.
There's 1:38 left to play here in the fourth. Robinson against Wade. To the left side wing. Bosch kicks to Wade. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Robinson's got 9 rebounds now tonight. There's the dish to Stevenson. Robinson passes to Jefferson. It's the Heat on the break. Gang's got the ball. Knocks it loose. The shot is off. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Robinson drives in.
Al Jefferson doing all sorts of things. 11 rebounds, and he's stolen the ball 4 times. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
Yeah, it's really been something. Clark, the energy that he's brought. He's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and first guy back defensively as well.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Being down 2 points instead of 1, thanks to the free throw miss, makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Dang with the bucket.
Ooh, a pressure basket right there.
Now that's coming through in the clutch.
Robinson goes in. And it's Miami with the rebound. And an intentional foul right there. And the Heat shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. McRoberts dishes to Wade. He kicks to Cole. Back to Wade. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range. Not much time to work with. They need a basket here.
Yep, they've got to get a steal or foul to stop the clock.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you got to freeze the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
A few misses at the line, and they're in good shape.
And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 3-point lead.
See it in his eyes, the concentration, the focus, the intensity. Stevenson's all in.
Wade kicks to McRoberts. Shoots from the baseline. Count it! Josh McRoberts. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. Clark, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome. This team kept their emotions in check and got it done.
So that'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
It must have been that girl I met at that restaurant on 89th. I knew I shouldn't trust her. I left my phone on the table while I was talking to a friend. She sent messages to all my clients. This is all on me. 100% my fault. He was just playing. He knew we'd never discuss another team while we're still under contract here. You gotta believe me, man.
So, is that how this all went down? Just a big misunderstanding that started with a stolen cell phone?
Sir, I don't know how that message got sent or leaked out publicly, but I want to let you know I'm 100% behind our team. I'm ready to play in our next game in our uniforms right here at home. I'm ready to go like always.
That's good enough for me, son. Now get back to work. And you, I suggest you password protect that phone of yours.
Already done.
Man, come on.
Go.
Yeah, another one of them flip mode joints. Bust around, y'all. Word mother, y'all. Check it out, y'all. Just sing to the left, sing to the right. Make you feel good, make you feel alright. One, two. Good, yeah, y'all. Bust the rhymes in the place, y'all. Nigga, you feel real good, y'all. Flip Moses.
Live from Charlotte, North Carolina, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Hornets at the Time Warner Cable Arena. Well, it was the Toronto Raptors in their last game, a loss to the Celtics.
Well, we knew going into that game what they were up against, but that's still no excuse for the way things turned out, Clark.
Well, perhaps it'll be a rallying point for them, Steve. I mean, knowing that the status quo isn't going to cut it against tough opponents, they might regroup.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Lowry and Williams, the guards. And it's DeRozan in at small forward.
And the layup just gift-wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
DeMar DeRozan is starting to piece it together. I mean, we see him upping his scoring average. He's shooting it better. He's passing the ball with more confidence. He's becoming more efficient. You know, after a big extension from the Raptors, I think they've got to be pleased with his progress.
Now, here is Lowry. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Heat in Miami.
Yeah, it was tough to see that one coming, really, because I thought that was a game they were going to win. The final score really caught a lot of people off guard.
Yeah, but I think they really tightened up at the end, Steve. I think they were trying too hard to avoid the upset instead of focusing on going after the win. Al Jefferson is really a unique scorer inside. He doesn't shoot a lot of free throws. He doesn't tally that many assists. What he does do is make shots inside while taking great care of the basketball.
And Jefferson with the excellent pump fake. Unusual, Steve, in that it really looks nothing like his shot. He just lifts the ball, and defenders always seem to bite on it.
Yeah, you know, it's that deception, and sometimes it looks, you know, almost comical, and yet defenders go for it. So it's obviously an effective move, and I think it's also his mentality. He's trying to trick defenders and elude them instead of, you know, trying to draw contact. Good job there recognizing the mismatch and then just going straight up with the shot. He's got a major height advantage.
Right side Jefferson. Here's Robinson. Sinks the 15-footer.
And that assist earns him a nod from his teammate after the basket.
And the Raptors with the ball. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Hornets.
And I think the sort of issues they had on defense, in part at least, was a bigger factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was on the road. You have to be sharper when you go out and play as a visitor.
Yeah, everything has to be tight. You can't be loose in any aspect of your game. You're fighting against the crowd and the opponent. You've got to be tougher, mentally and physically, if you're going to win on the road.
Now, here is Robinson, following the miss by DeRozan.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Lowry against Stevenson. Here's Valanciunas. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Boston.
And his shot blocking was a major factor in that game, Kevin. 3 blocks, strong presence in the paint.
Hornets trail by 4. We'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey. What's the news, Doris?
I asked him what their focal point would be defensively, and he said that Al Jefferson is at the top of their scouting report. With his smooth, low-post repertoire and mid-range shooting touch, he can put up points in a hurry. He said they'll try to steer him to his left hand as much as possible and just hope for the best. Kevin, we'll see if they can force him into a tough night.
And thanks for that story, Doris. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Valanciunas, a young big man with some offensive promise. He can score on the left block. He's developing a nice touch from mid-range. Very intriguing player with that size and skill set.
And Valanciunas, a mobile 7-footer with good hands. That's a nice start.
It's always a great place to start when you're a big guy. Can you catch it? And not only good passes, but can you catch bad ones and finish around the rim? He can do all of that.
Valanciunas hits them both. It's not very often you can say this about the future is looking pretty bright in Charlotte.
So often the season ends and you're thinking about the issues you've got to deal with, but right now the Hornets headed in a good direction.
Now here's Stevenson. Looking for his first basket still in this, and that one's good.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
Patterson setting the pick for Williams. Rebound by Williams.
And for Charlotte, as you said, part of it is feeling good with their direction, but also they should feel good that they actually have a direction after the way the last few years have gone. Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
Feeds it to DeRozan. Patterson setting the pick for DeRozan. Patterson, the screen. Valanciunas inside. He's guarded by Williams.
You know, having a direction, as you mentioned, had been a problem with Charlotte because they seem to change their minds every year about who they were going to be. And they did it for the last decade or so. Now it seems as though the base is solid, and they've got an idea of how they want to build and who they want to build around, and they've got a group that can grow together.
And that one's good.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
Hornets trail by 4. Outside Robinson. Stevenson passes to Kid Gilchrist. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. They get it back. Jefferson, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Guys, they're really passing the ball well here in the first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Now here's DeRozan. He's coming off a 19-point game against Boston.
You know what was great, too, Kevin, was the way he balanced getting his own shots and making plays for others.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Robinson kicks to Stevenson. He dishes it to Kid Gilchrist. He's looking for Williams and finds him. DeRozan brings the double team. Robinson misses.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
Lowry up top. He's coming off a 16-point game against Boston.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
And it's Stevenson finishing it off.
A surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
Yeah, and it all had to be perfect and in precision. That's not nearly as easy as they made it look.
Here is Williams following the basket by Lance Stevenson. And Patterson kicks to Lowry. The Hornets pull it in. Jefferson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. The Hornets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Here's Robinson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. For Charlotte, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Well, they're doing okay as the season goes on. They're shooting about 76% as a team.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Rambo, he's checked in for Al Jefferson. And the Raptors also making a check. Johnson's checked in. And Toronto has possession. They trail by 1. The drive by Lowry. Tries again, and there's the nice layup by Johnson. Johnson's got his first bucket of the night. Well, the Hornets shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Here's Robinson. Lowry with the block.
A poor shooting from him this quarter.